your thoughts on Tommy Fury and Logan Paul. Is it Jake Paul? Jake Paul. Yeah.
All right. So
Go ahead.
I like to see Jake Paul lose. Why? Because I think it's Jake Paul.
Because
Right?
Jay's a hater.
So, huh?
Because Jay's a hater.
No. Well, here's the thing. Jake Paul is a really good troll. He's the number one. Him and his brother are number one at trolling.
I thought you said Andrew was better.
Andrew was the number one. And now that Andrew is not there anymore, Jake Paul. Well, see, there are several good trolls that we have in the world. One of them is Andrew. Second is Jake Paul with his brother, and then third was and is Donald Trump. So these guys are great trolls.
I like that one.
Yeah, these guys are great trolls. They know how to get in under the skin of people, this and that. You know, I want Jake Paul to lose because of his loud mouth, and I don't like loud mouth fighters. Now, with that being said, Jake Paul is doing a lot of good for all these fighters that are not getting paid. And in addition to that, he's bringing younger generation that is not very interested in the combat sports into combat sports because of his popularity, right? So it's a catch-22, right? For me, I want him to lose, but at the same time, I understand what he's doing for the sport and for these people that are not necessarily getting paid. Do you think Woodley was going to get that kind of a payday if he didn't fight him?
Never.
Do you think, what's his name?
Askren.
Askren was going to get paid? No, Askren was
Silva
out, bro.
Silva just fought him. So, did you guys see this was big a couple days ago, it came out, the comparison of them on the pads? Oh, I gotta find that. I gotta show you that shit. Anyways, like Tommy is like hitting it like a real boxer. And Jake is like a little girl. Pop. And everybody saw that and started roasting Jake. And was like, Joe, you're getting your ass beat.
Now, see, this is what's going to happen. I think what's going to happen, they're going to go to the distance, and they're going to give it to Tommy. Because they have to. He's a professional boxer. He's still bringing the numbers. But they're going to go to the distance.
You heard what Tyson said?
It would be.
Tyson said, "Don't come home if you lose."
It would be. It would be ridiculous, you know, if Fury loses that fight. It would be ridiculous.
Mhm.
It would be an embarrassment for the sport, you know, because again, like Woodley, he's an MMA fighter. He's not a boxer, you know. So and all these,
Traditionally a wrestler as well.
Huh?
Yeah.
Traditionally a wrestler.
Askren
So
was
was
a
Ben.
wrestler straight.
you gotta understand, like
Silva's
Silva,
old.
you know, yeah, but like you gotta understand the difference between like you being a boxer or you being like an MMA fighter, you know. Jake Paul, he wouldn't last like 3 minutes, like in an MMA fight.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
wouldn't last in a cage, yeah, no.
And he's training, like I've seen like clips of he like training BJJ now. You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
saw
that.
Yeah, he's training BJJ, a little bit of wrestling here. Probably he wants to like make the move, and but again, it's just embarrassing. Tommy Fury should be the winner by far. You remember when he fought Mayweather as well?
Yeah, well, no, Mayweather was
That
his
was
brother,
Logan.
Oh, look, yeah. Again, that fight was completely ridiculous as well. You see, like
Yeah, it was a show. Yeah, it was a show.
Now, what do you guys think of Mayweather? That he's just doing all these exhibitions now with all these YouTubers. And he said it the other day. He's like, people want me to come back, but why would I do that when I'm here playing around with these amateurs and making a bunch of money still?
I'm gonna say the same thing that Nate Diaz said when he beat Conor McGregor. I'm not surprised, motherfucker.
Who was it that said that?
My friend, like obviously, he's fighting like all these like Mayweather is all for the money now. That's what it is. That's money maker. Like Mayweather. This guy is not up to a level like to be fighting anybody now. The guy is retired. He wants to preserve his no losses, right?
Yeah, he's 50-0. 49-0, sorry.
49-0. I mean, it's too old like for the sport like to be, So I think enough is enough.
So there's
Send that clip to the chat. Send it to Miggy to put it in the chat so they can see what we're watching.
All I saw was like.
Hey, by the way, you've been thirsty. Do you want this?
Yeah. I need a little bit of ice. Okay, my boy Arthur just said he's 50-0, like for your records.
Oh, he's 50 now. Okay. Yeah. Muchacho hielo.
So thank you. I'm loving the hospitality here.
What do you? So then another good fight we got coming up that was already booked. Alex Pereira and Israel Adesanya.
I mean,
you think
Adesanya is my brother's favorite fighter in the world.
He's one of my top 3 favorite fighters.
Adesanya has everything it takes, to be the GOAT, honestly. But I think, and again, this is one of the best trash talkers out there,
Yeah, he's another one.
See, you guys might call me crazy, but I put Adesanya over Khabib. You guys might call over accomplishment GOAT.
Nah, bro.
I mean, Adesanya has a long way to be there, but yeah, I understand what you're saying, but still, it's too early for you to be making those comments now.
I feel like Adesanya is a humble brag, almost.
He's not humble, bro, by any means. He's another shit talker troll out there. Now,
huge trash talker.
Talking about in-car BJJ matches and phone booth ones.
Yeah, no, we got plenty of topics here. We got the in-car BJJ. We have the slapping competition, which I think that's crazy. I'm a huge fan now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, that sounds crazy. Phone booth tie matches.
Phone booth time.
I think it's crazy. Like you putting 2 people on a car, trying to choke each other or stuff like that. It's just crazy, But again, it's just putting a little bit more, difficulty into a game, into actually making it possible. Cause bro, you're in a car, what the hell, But anyway, it's people are just making up stuff. Probably making money. Probably we should do it, Jay, one time, we can bring a lot of followers to the podcast,
See you guys in a phone booth tied up and smash each other.
See, why I don't think Izzy...
Because you have, people, let me choke you with a seatbelt and stuff like that, oh, let me pull the brake on you, you bastard,
Well, why I think Izzy is not the GOAT and he's not better than Khabib because...
I'm not saying he's the GOAT. I just don't believe Khabib is the GOAT. And I personally would put Izzy over Khabib on my list. That's a personal list.
The reason I wouldn't put Izzy over Khabib because Izzy is very good at striking because that's his background. He came in from kickboxing.
He's a kickboxer.
That's his background. He does have some good takedown defense. However, he's not good at taking down or ground and pound. Right? He does everything on top. Now, Khabib,
I don't know. You can't say that. I don't believe that's true because you look at him versus Marvin Vettori. He stuffed those takedowns and he smashed Marvin on the floor. And what is Marvin? A wrestler.
I get it. But what I'm trying to say, Khabib's wrestling is on another level. Khabib's groundwork is on another level. Yes, he's not that good of a striker, right? He's not at Izzy's level. However, he does have decent understanding what striking is and he can neutralize it decently. But then nobody can neutralize Khabib when Khabib is taking you down. So Izzy's never faced anybody at Khabib's level of wrestling, at Khabib's level of intensity.
I agree.
That could take him down. All of these guys, they're wrestlers, this and that. That's all good and dandy. Not taking it away from them. They're great fighters. However, I don't see how Izzy's skills are better than Khabib's skills. Now they both have advantages,
I think they're.
But
what I'm saying is I put him over Khabib as a fighter as a whole. We're not comparing his wrestling versus his wrestling. No, as a whole. And look at Izzy's career and his career and their fights. First, more entertaining. More title defenses.
That's true. And also, you got to remember, Easy never drops weight. He's at that weight at all times.
Yeah, he went into the
cuts.
Jan Blachowicz fight at 195, which is only 10 pounds heavier than
he
his
went
shit.
in
Got
Blachowicz
destroyed.
fight eating a pizza on a scale, bro.
Yeah, because he's like I said, he went into
He fights at that
194
weight.
point something. He weighed in, and then Blachowicz is at 205, cutting at 205.
Yeah, he's at that weight. You know what I mean? So when he's going into fights, he's at 100%. Whenever he goes into the fights, he's at 100%, literally at 100%. Now, who's to say where are these guys at? Because neither one of us have really seen them in their full weight, what they can do and what they cannot do. This is only like coming from the coaches, this and that, but you can't really judge that unless they go at that weight with somebody at that weight.
Yeah, we can only judge them off what we see in the cage.
Yeah.